Okay, I just want to know, are you kidding me? Frankie? Look at all this hair. I change my bed all the time. I cover it up in sheets to keep this hair down. I used to try to brush him, but as I brush him, it just gets right up in my face. I shouldn't have an animal. I have too many issues. And how do I cover up my bed? And hair gets underneath 4 layers. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I have a couple layers on the bottom. Look, dog hair. But I love my baby. Don't turn away from me. I love you. Very codependent, passive-aggressive relationship. All right, I only have so much time to get ready for my day. We have not been outside because I have been changing my bed. I got up out of bed and I thought, where is all this hair coming from? And the more I looked, the more I just had to change my bed. I just couldn't do it. I like to use my little tape rollers. I have a couple sitting on my dresser right now and a couple more in my pantry. But I can tell you this. Look at that cute. I'm not mad at you. I'm not mad at you. I just want to shave you down to nothing. How about that? Would you like to go like hairless and then wear a coat? What? Baby, don't be mad. He's such a snob. Look at how he looks at me. All right. Okay, I'm going to tell you something else I'm not grateful for, and that's crinkly skin. And I don't care what they say, you cannot change your skin. You can temporarily moisturize it. You can drink plenty of water. But you're not going to change the layers underneath unless you do injections of some kind. Botox or filler. Because the wrinkles are several layers underneath this top where it shows. It's kind of like spackling a wall. If you have a wrinkle in your wall or a crease in your wall, you know, somebody took a cut and put what could look like a wrinkle. That's several layers deep, right? Okay. Gotta get going. And I've been using castor oil every night on my face for, I'm going to say a year or more. Then I started deciding coconut oil is supposed to last longer, supposed to stay moist longer, not evaporate as quickly as other oils. And it's supposed to be full of, those antioxidants as well. So I've been putting that all over my body. But guess what? I still wake up with crinkly skin. So I lube up in the morning, I lube up at night. And in the middle of the day, what do I have? Crinkly skin. I'm applying it all the time. I know it's winter, but I'm just saying, in the summer, it's crinkly, but I don't want all that ick, it feels icky on me. So, I'm complaining. And I'm going to tell you this. I'm going to tell you something. The big deal is people make a lot of money selling stuff that does not really make a difference. And I can tell you, I just spent $30, which is a bargain, on a jar of Miracle Cream. It's supposed to make you 7 years younger. Do I look 7 years younger? I'm halfway through that jar. Why am I yelling? Okay, so sometimes you just gotta vent. And you know what? Other than spending money on this house, my health is on track. I got a dog who loves me regardless. I live in a place where I can feel safe and secure. I have an income. I have a couple friends. I'm making friends finally. You know, now that COVID's over and I'm getting out of the house a little bit more. We'll see how long that lasts. I'm not the easiest person to get along with. I'm so direct. And sometimes it's hard to not say what's on my mind. I feel like driven by God to just, they need this information. What's wrong with me? Yeah, pretty self-centered. So I'm growing. I'm learning not to say everything that's on my mind. I'm doing more volunteer work. Yay! And what else? What else can I pat myself on the back for? Well, all I'm really trying to say is that I have nothing to complain about. If I'm complaining about the price of fancy moisturizer, which I have a choice whether I buy it or not, I've only purchased expensive makeup a few times or for short periods in my life. It's not like I've made the investment throughout my whole, makeup wearing history. I haven't done that. I haven't. I have spent money on me some Botox. Yep. I did that every 4 to 6 months and up to year, every 4 months to a year for about 6 years. And I will tell you, I was very happy with the results. I was more confident at work because my facial expressions weren't giving me away. And I was going to all those parties and I didn't want to look stressed when I was really an emotional basket case trying to keep my shit together because of overworking. I didn't think I was overworking, but it was showing up on my face, I've always had trouble with my eyesight, and I just have a habit now of squinting, or I used to. I don't know that I do it so much now, I didn't do it for a long time, the squinting thing. I kind of trained myself out of it, but what happened now is I'm actually having to wear readers, and so my eyesight is kind of getting a little broken down. My last eye exam said that I had cataracts developing. And I can tell you this, that's another one of those things where they're telling everybody they have cataracts. Nice little quick surgery cures it. Why am I yelling? I haven't. haven't had a good bitch session in a long time. Sorry. I don't know. I didn't check my lipstick when I put it on. You know, the one that's hard to wipe off. The 24-hour lipstick or whatever it's called. And it went on all blotchy. Oh, God. And then the more you put on, the worse it looks. I don't know. I don't have time to wipe it off right now. Eyeshadow. So I'll just grin and bear it. Oh, no. See, I'm not paying attention. I'm just having such a good time venting that I've lost track of myself. I need to get some more dark eyeshadow. Brown, dark brown. Frankie, what are you doing? Stop it. I hate that sound of an animal licking itself. I don't care if it's on its paw or its privates. It's just like, stop. I just don't like that sound. There's some, I don't like the sound of running water either. Makes me want to pee. I just don't like noise. I'm very noise sensitive. I love silence. Unless it's people chit-chatting. I can fall asleep in a restaurant when I hear just kind of people chit-chatting. I love that soothing sound of multiple friendly conversations going on. It sounds like the holidays to me. Yeah, it does. Oh my gosh. So I finally had to throw away the liquid eyeshadows. I have to pack them with powder for them to not start mixing with my eyeliner, no matter what eyeliner I'm wearing. It just mixes with my eyeliner. And then I have raccoon eyes. And I don't like raccoon eyes. I already have enough trouble putting on my makeup. I don't need all that. I am wound up because I'm running late. And I have so much to vent about. I have people who are on so much, not very often, but every once in a while I'll find out someone's on so much medication. And I'm thinking, and they want to add one more before they start weaning them off some other things. And I'm thinking, you probably don't need that medication at all if you start weaning off this other medication. Why treat a symptom unless it's homicide or suicidal ideation, which it isn't? The medical profession has me uptight. The more I research it, the more I don't like it. So I guess that's really what I'm riled up about, to be honest with you. But it's the holidays and people are getting revved up. And a lot of people who've been doing their work, they're wondering, how's this holiday going to go? What am I going to do with this? How am I going to act? Am I going to live? Am I going to stay sane through this? You know, now that they're not wanting to participate in the craziness. Those of you out there with a normal life, a normal upbringing, I don't know what you're doing here, but I'm glad you are. But those of you who have had dysfunctional lives and you're on a course of growth, you know what I'm talking about. You're just like, oh, how am I going to do this? People questioning whether they should maybe just have that one drink with my parents, or they might think I'm snobbing them or whatever. Instead, hold your boundaries, hold yourself accountable for any relapses, because honestly, some people on alcohol are putting yourself back, right? Where the old issues were. You opening your mouth and thinking, well, they deserve that jab. I can see things clearly now. And yeah, I wasn't all wrong. No, you might not have been all wrong, but you need to stand your ground to be the person you want to be, not the person you become because you're around people who like to fuss and argue. Step up, step up, step up. You can do it. And if it's at work, learn that silence or a gentle, yeah, you could be right, can show heightened intelligence. Falling into the gossip, into the foray of negativity doesn't appear really evolved. Just pretend that you want serenity more than anything. Right, Frankie? That's why I just changed the bed instead of get rid of the dog. Okay. Mwah. Thanks for listening. Bye for now.